for additional security services as of yesterday. So if I may ask for a motion to amend?
Amend the agenda.
Don't
Yeah.
do it now.
Motion on the table to amend the agenda.
Second.
All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, sorry. All right, Mr. Hackey,
For,
approval of the minutes. Oh, no, approval of the
I
minutes.
believe I would,
You are no longer doing that. That is Dr.
but since she's
Kent.
not here,
I'm so
I'll
sorry.
say, minutes from the
Have it.
package from last meeting, need a motion to approve.
Okay, thank you. Minutes are in the packet. All those in favor say aye.
aye.
Right. And now we're on to public comments. I think we only have one speaker so far signed up.
Yes, ma'am, I think
You're
we're
speaking for the whole group.
Yes, go ahead. Ms. Gaines.
Thank you.
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
If you'll state your name and address also, and you have about 4 minutes.
Good morning. My name is Janice Gaines. I live at 2316 Rock Hill Road, Castlehane, North Carolina, 28429. The CFPUA board meeting, November the 9th, 2022, at 9 o'clock in the Lucille Harrell Conference Room, New Hanover County Government Building, 230 Government Center Drive, Wilmington, North Carolina. Janice Gaines, the Vice President of Rock Hill Community Organization. I'm asking for support and partnership with the CFPUA to ensure Rock Hill community has access to clean water and sewer disposal through connection to the sewer system. Good morning. I'm Janice Gaines. I would like to thank you for allowing me to talk this morning. I'm here for the Rock Hill Community Organization, who is committed to providing opportunities for members of this community to develop better quality of life. Today, I want to speak about the dangerous situation with our water system. The people in the Rock Hill community have a basic human right for their water to be tested for contamination. We ask the CFPUA advocate for our community with Comores to have a designated person assigned to begin testing our wells without an extended waiting period, as well as to create a strategic plan to provide ongoing communication of water reports and regular planned testing. The Rock Hill community has a large population of elderly people who are on fixed income and do not have resources to tap into the already existing water and sewer lines. Research shows that the contamination wells lead to serious health issues such as asthma, high levels of vitamin D, risk of diabetes, cancer, hypertension, which are costly to prevent individuals from living a quality life. We ask the CFPUA to identify grant money and work alongside our community to ensure our residents can cover the cost of the sewer connection fees. The Rock Hill community is growing rapidly, and many of our gathering places, such as our church, St. James AME, and the Rock Hill Community Building, are also on well and septic tank systems. We are asking the CFPUA to support connecting these facilities where large groups meet and connect their water and sewer also. We are grateful to have organizations such as the Cape Fear Water Watch and the Plastic Ocean Project working alongside our community to ensure the basic human rights to access the clean water and sewer. Having support and engagement from the CFPUA will demonstrate the commitment to quality for all who live in the Cape Fear region to support your mission to provide quality water and wastewater services to our community with a vision to enhance the community's quality of life. Thank you so very much for listening to me this morning.
Go ahead, Larry.
Excuse me.
Janice, Ms.
Yes.
Gaines.
Can I ask, I just wanted to clarify that y'all are on private wells
Right.
and that you want some assistance in getting the wells tested for
Yes.
PFAS. Okay?
Yes.
All right, that's the first item. And then number two, you wanted to pursue grant funds to get connected to the water and sewer system.
Yes,
Okay, did I miss something else, or were those two main items?
those are the two main items. And of course, making sure our church and our community building is added to the testing.
Okay, thank
Go ahead,
you.
Mr. Gaines. Commissioner Gaines.
Ms. Gaines, thank you first off for coming here and gathering your entire community to come here. We really
Thank you.
appreciate that. Have you reached out to Parsons, who is the company that does the testing for Chemours?
We have reached out to several companies, and there's a waiting period. We'd like for it to get started. I think we have like maybe 10 people, and some of them are waiting for their results to come back.
So there has been some communication with Parsons.
Right.
Am I seeing yes?
Yes. Yes, because some of the people
Okay.
in the.
And when did they say they would get back to you?
Well, some of them are still waiting.
4 to 6
4 to 6 weeks.
Thank you. Yeah.
Go ahead, Commissioner.
Make sure I heard correctly. Some wells have been tested.
So we have had some wells tested, and they have come back contaminated. So and they are providing $75 gift cards and some water for 3 months. And after the 3 months, they don't know what they're going to do. And we want help past the 3 months.
I guess my question for Ken is there a way for us to do sort of like what happened in Kings Grant several years ago, where we required Kings Grant to connect to water and sewer? And I think the residents was charged a small amount as opposed to what the full connection fee would be to connect, number one. I know that Burl Smith, when he built River Bluff several years ago, I think he spent roughly $4 million to run water and sewer in that area. And when you look at Castle Hang proper and Riceboro area, every bit of water and sewer that's out there has all been developer driven. I guess back in those days, the county ran its water and sewer department, and the county would upsize the lines when the developer came in and put water and sewer. But I think the intent back then, I'm not sure if there are members on the board that were there when River Bluff was built. I met Burroughs before it was even developed. This hilly land as I got elected back in '08. And I think part of the goal would be to, being that the water line and sewer is right that close, I mean, you're on Share Road, not too far away, to find a way to connect it. The same thing's happened off of Gordon Road with Weaver's Acres. Those folks have come here on a number of occasions. You got water and sewer all around these folks, but no connection has been made, and there's really been no attempt by this authority to even address that. I know I brought that before the board as well before. So there's a way we could find some dollars, almost like what the county did with CFPUA back in the day when Monterey Heights and Market Hills,
That's right.
and then off of
Heritage.
Park in that area as well. We helped find some grant dollars, but also fronted some money to kind of help those things. And in those areas, you had wells, septic tanks that were failing. And it was a dire need to make that happen. I think that was back in 2013 when that happened. Is there a way to address this kind of things, Ken?
I believe we need a little time to analyze the public policy implications, and the situation has changed because of Chemours contamination.
So I think what we need to do is give staff some time to look at what are the options out there that we have available to us, and we'll bring that back to the board, or ask staff to bring that back to the board for discussion. Because I think this is going to be the first of many that we're going to get.
So the reason I say that again is in Monterey Heights and Market Hills, I get which one it was, you had failing septic tanks.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was a health problem. And it was imperative that we did something then. And I'm not sure how much time we gave staff to do whatever, but it happened. I think my board initially voted that down 3-2 to do it. And then I advocated, and we brought it back, and it passed 3-2. And the county stepped up in a big way to help with that. And again, off of Blue Clay Road as well, that same area, which is not too far from this community. But I don't think there was much lag time when those septic tanks were failing because it was getting into the waterway. So now you have folks that are actually drinking contaminated water. So if that's the case, I think we need to figure out something, a way to expedite the process.
We certainly will take the direction that I think we've received and look at it through the lens of what's happening with Chemours and their obligations under the consent order, changes in general statute that apply to our ability to help, and we'll bring back some options for consideration.
Now, at the same time, should the county be looking at that? Because I
So-
think that's the way we've done these projects in the past, is the county has been more or less the lead.
Right. Because what I'm hearing is, I know we represent the whole entire county, and this organization represents its ratepayers. And I don't want us to do any double speakers that we're waiting on this group when you got a problem. Because again, when those wells were failing, or septic were failing in those communities, we didn't wait on anyone. We found some resources and made it happen. So we can collaborate with our county manager and have those conversations sooner than later. I think that would be great, but not dragging our feet on it.
You have my commitment from our level that we'll, after this meeting, we'll reach out to David Howell and others to start that conversation. Thank you for your support.
I haven't been on the board as long as you all have, but I've been on the board of commissioners longer. And so I kind of know these conversations and how some of these things happen, especially with King's Grant and how we came to their aid. And even with upsizing the Kirkland pump station, I mean, there are ways that you can make things happen when you want to make those things happen.
That's right. I know there's a conversation, Commissioner Barfield, that I've begun with Carl, especially. We've had a number of people who have reached out outside of this area here. We have a universe of over 19,000 private wells in New Hanover County that are all potentially, I would like to say, that are affected by this. So we're looking at a county-wide solution, which will most likely require some state funding as well, because it's in the final solution is getting us on to CFPUA water, and sewer. We're talking about tens of millions of dollars to make this happen. But I absolutely agree with you that, especially where we have identified health, safety issues, those have got to jump to the top of the list. Thank you.
Thank you all for coming, showing your support. We appreciate it. Thank you, Ms. Gaines.
Yes.
Is that the only?
Joe, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay, that ends the public comment section. Moving on to presentations, we have the AMWA Gold.
That's right. And
Switcheroo
John,
of groups.
yeah, John and Beth will manage that.
Y'all are welcome to stay.
Okay.
Remember that trip?
I do. We're Veronica Carter over in Leland. She's tied into the whole Rock Hill Community Center as well.
Glad to see you.
She's, there's apparently been a meeting that happened last week or something.
Yes, ma'am.
Us
Yes,
and,
ma'am.
what's the name of the pastor, the woman who was at St.
Crowd
James?
this morning.
Do you remember? Everybody's got it. You know what I'm talking about. It's a woman pastor, or at least it was.
Yeah.
She was a real.
So this morning, Beth and I are pleased to inform you that CFPUA has been awarded the Gold Award for exceptional utility performance by the Association